Yeah. So I'm going to adjust that down. Now, welcome along to the class. Just grab my clock here. So again, this is a collaboration between Siel, Bleu Ireland and the Irish Cancer Society, our Staying Well While Staying Home series. So all we want, just for the workout today, just to make sure you have a good sturdy chair, and we can lead the movements standing or seated, though I will lead all of the exercises from a standing position. Having some weight ready as well be really useful, just to have yourself some weights. You can use tins, bottles if you don't have any weight, and also just always have a bottle of water, just something that you can sip on just during the workout. So I will just give it one more minute and then we will get straight into the workout, just giving everyone a chance to tune in there. The work today will be a mix of strength and aerobic work. So after warming up, we'll just get the body physically moving and active with a little aerobic block of work, just some interesting movements, just kind of fun ways to move the body, give it a little bit of challenge. And then we'll go more directly into strength work. So thinking of strengthening parts of the body like our legs, shoulders, chest, these big, strong muscle groups that we will work on. So just keeping an eye there on it. Okay. And I think we can begin. Okay, so I think we will just kick things off and get everything moving. I'll just make one last final check with the angle of the camera there. Just make one small adjustment. So we'll get straight in. We'll get ourselves moving, warmed up and active. So again, I'm going to lead this from standing, same motions if in a seated position. Beginning with shoulders, so scapular rotation. So what I want to do is, if I show this from the side, I want to bring my shoulders forward, up, back, and down. So forward, up, back, and down. So you can see those 4 points of contact, just to get myself moving. Forward, up, back, and down. Just that nice full rotation. From here, what I will think about next is just changing direction. So now I will go back, up, forward, and down. So just reversing the movements. So I mix that up. So go forward, up, down, and back. Just continuing on. Getting as much movement as comfortable. Just changing direction, going through the 4 points of contact. Okay. Apologies if I muddled up going forward and back. Got a little confused myself there. Okay. Main thing is with your warm-up though, that we're active, we're moving, getting the body switched on. What I will do next is bring arms across my chest and just open out nice and wide. So a nice open, wide position. So with all these movements, I'm just gently opening out parts of the body, just switching on, gently bringing that heart rate up. And it's important just before we go into more active movements and weighted movements that we take a little bit of time just to gradually open up the body, warm it up and prepare it for more challenging work. Okay. Next, if I bring the arms directly out in front with the hands faced up, imagine grabbing an object and just pulling back nice and low into your tummy. So I think of a rowing action. If I show from the side, I'm just looking to connect with the back of my body. So that nice rowing motion and connecting with the back of my body, just switching on. And it's just nice to physically feel that connection with your back. So just think of that nice, smooth rowing action, pulling in nice and low into your tummy every time. Just pull back and squeeze. So I gently kind of tuck the elbows in as I pull back and down. Next, because again, shoulders does come up a lot of the time as an area of tightness, stiffness, and because we are going to work them in the circuit or main block of work, I'm going to give a little attention to the shoulders. I'm going to lightly place my hand on my tummy or my chest here, right arm out, clenching the hand, and I'll just rotate the arm back and rotate the arm forward. I might just zoom in a little bit closer. I rotate backwards, rotate forward. So I'm looking to get as much movement as I possibly can from that shoulder. And I keep this as a nice, slow, steady movement. So I'm not looking to rush or speed from point A to B. It's very slowly going back as far as I can and rotating forward as far as I can. And that's just to help open out that shoulder. It feels a little bit tight and stiff, which it often might. And swap. I swap sides, hand just on my chest or tummy, just to ensure my body isn't swaying. I clench the hand and gently rotate between the two positions. Again, just going slowly back as far as comfortable, and then to rotate forward as far as comfortable. So we're just slowly going between those two positions. Again, the key point is that I don't speed from point A to B. I find how much movement I have by gently rotating between those two positions. Slowly back and slowly forward. And back in. Okay, now just moving down the body a little bit. Whether seated or standing, I just want to get the body moving. So marching with my legs. Now, if it feels comfortable, what I want you to do is slow this march down and just get a big, strong lift of the knee, one at a time, really connecting with the hips, getting a nice, big, strong lift. I can hold on to that chair, and if you're in a seated position, exactly the same, and just that we're getting a nice, big lift. So it's less about speed and getting a nice, big lift. Okay. What we will do next, from a standing position, I just want to take a nice step side to side. If you're seated, I just want you to tap the feet out in each direction, side to side, as far as is comfortable. Again, we don't need to be too technical with these movements. The main thing is we're active, we're moving, warming that body up, preparing for our main blocks of work ahead. Okay. So again, if I just return it back to a march, just a little bit of movement here. I don't need to think too much, just marching, moving. And then again, I want to slow it down and bring it into nice big lifts. And again, I can hold on to that chair if I want. Big lift of the knee, big lift. So that's with the purpose of connecting with my hips. Getting a nice big lift of the knee. And back down. See, did that freeze a little there? Let's check. Just check, has that frozen? Not sure if the screen is frozen there. Apologies if it has. It just seems to be frozen for me there. Let's check. Sure what is wrong there. Let's check. Not sure if that's working now. It seems to me that the screen is frozen there for some reason. We might have to set up a new link. I will just check. So sorry there now if that's broken. I'm just trying to find out if there's an issue with the screen just before I proceed. I don't want to keep teaching if there's an issue.